Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am quite the sweaty mess, but we did do something that is very much so me getting out of my comfort zone. And with this new camera, it shoots at 60 frames per second and all that crazy shit. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, basically, is the main thing. So for a long time now, I've been exercising, and some people in the Discord even are starting to ask about certain things, and I was just like, well, why not show you guys mine? So we're starting with Monday. I don't know if I'll be able to record them all in sequence, because sometimes life can happen. But yeah, honestly, big reason why I'm not too keen on the idea of doing this is because I've already mentioned you guys my hands, which I'm fine with, but I don't know, man. I got some, when I was in high school, I broke out pretty bad with acne on my chest, and it left scars and whatnot, and it's still kind of bad, and I'm kind of like, ugh. But I felt like what a better way to kind of snuff that out and deal with that problem than having to look it dead in the face, and whatnot. But I also another reason why I wanted to do this was because, basically, I've been exercising for a long time, and one of the things that you don't realize when you're exercising is, unless you have a mirror in front of you, which I don't like at all, but one of the things is being able to see what you're doing wrong. So maybe you're curling your back, or maybe you're not straightening yourself out, and all those things. By the way, I just did it. That's why I look sweaty and probably gross. So that's what's going down. And don't worry about the background, the closet, whatever that is. Don't worry about it. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be talking over it. We're going to be going through each little thing that I do. And if you want to follow along, that's awesome. I work out Monday through Friday, so I'll hopefully try to do one video per tick. But I will say one thing. This Monday is the easy Monday, or the different Monday. So each Monday I pivot. So this Monday I do this, and the next Monday I do this, but slightly different. So my original workout was made by my brother. He was training to be a professional trainer, and then found out that there was more money and other things. So he pivoted to that, which is smart. But he ended up going and making me a list of like things that you should work on if you want to have a well-balanced thing and all that stuff and feel good. Because my main thing when I exercised, I wanted to say that I wanted to be healthy. I didn't really care about the being massive or muscular or vascularity. I didn't want any of that. I just wanted to be healthy. So he sent me a workout that covers basically everything. And it feels like Monday is more back. It's kind of like a back day. Weird. It's like a mixture, I think. But anyways, Monday and Friday are hell. More Monday than anything. He has me doing like 5 workouts, and there's like 5 boxes or whatever, and most of them have 2 in there. So he's cheating, and it's a problem. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it. One of the things he has me doing is 3 sets of chin-ups, as many as I can do, which is 13. So 13 chin-ups 3 times. And I replaced 1 set with a band because I no longer need the band. But anyways, that is like pretty fucking intense for me. So yeah, I was usually doing that for the couple years, but recently this year I've started to be like, you know what, I probably should do some cardio stuff, and I really love boxing and martial arts and whatnot. So that's also gonna be part of the video. But yeah, I decided, hey, instead of the chin-ups, let's replace that with just some cardio stuff, so boxing and stuff like that. So I really try to push myself, which, by the way, that's a whole thing which I never really clicked in my head, but there's a huge difference between burning out strength and burning out stamina. And they're like different reserves at the same point. The Monday with chin-ups is difficult, but the Monday without chin-ups is equally as hard, but in a different way, because you don't have as much gas, but you do have as much force. It's weird. It's craziness. But yes, I'm probably gonna do this for Wednesday, and I'll probably do all of it, just because it's some sort of like different thing on the channel. It's vlog type stuff. And yeah, it's healthy. It's fun. Well, yeah, also, I'm going to be commentating over the footage because, again, like I said, I wanted to kind of point out flaws that I maybe see when I'm doing stuff. But also because I like listening to music a great deal, so I'm going to listen to music. I don't want to get copyright dinged. And also the mic for this camera sucks. So I'm just going to put some music in the background, and we're just going to burn ourselves to the goddamn ground. Actually, no, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in fatigue seeking. So yeah, I'm never going to a 10. I'm staying at a 7 in terms of exhaustion and that stuff. But now I'm just getting pretentious. Thank you so much. Hopefully you watch the rest of the video. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye for now. Alright, we're going to be starting off some basic ass stretches, but I will point out that I'm so sorry for the weird lighting. It's like sparkling, it's not great. But also just don't mind everything everywhere. Just, yes, there's bedding, it's a basement. What do you want from me? Okay. But yes, my ballerina stretch. It's yeah, I don't know, feels like it gets everything ready and all that. But perhaps one of the most important stretches, at least for me, is this one where you put it by your neck and you swing around and it cracks your back and all that shit and feels just wonderful. Just goddamn amazing. And then to top it off, I do some just presses, basically stuff that I'll probably be doing in the coming days. I try to get my muscles used to that. And yeah, also forgive me for just seeing just so much pit. A lot of armpit there. Forgive me. I don't know. It's this human being. What do you want from me? Okay, moving on. Okie dokie. Okay, so like I was saying in the previous intro clip, we are starting off with cardio. So some Mondays I do chin-ups, this Monday I do cardio. So I do around 3 minutes of punching. Just basically I tune up a song that's 3 minutes, and I start hammering away, trying to not just be a reckless, crazy person and actually have some intent behind the combinations and all these things. Because we have quite a bit of time to kill. Basically, when I exercise, I mainly actually, as much as I said in the intro, I am actually trying to go for health, which is true. I'm also trying to now, at least, having done this for like 4 or 5 years. Well, actually, that's not true. It's like 3 years. 3 years, maybe? I don't know. Regardless, at this point, I'm trying to go for explosive power because I really do like boxing and all this stuff. Also, very rarely I catch myself and my wrist breaks, basically, which is bad because you'll snap your wrist if you're not careful. So you might see me try to realign myself or look at my hand and think, oh god, that was close, because goddamn it was. And yeah, so I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys see me smash a bag. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. One thing I'm noticing here in editing, looking at myself throw my punches, basically I'm leaning forward a lot. Like I need to stop my momentum when I punch. I don't need to follow through that much because I'm mainly doing that because it's bag, it's stationary, but in an actual, some sort of encounter, I don't think that would be the case. You need to make sure your center of gravity is center, not moving forward, I think. I'm not a battle expert, I'm just trying to improve. You know what I mean? By the way, anyone who was wondering about like martial arts, anything, I have no martial arts background or anything, so don't trust me with anything, okay? I just, I don't know, I look at people, see what they do, and then I try to mimic them, as well as try to think about what would actually be applicable in a situation, and just move around that. So, again, total a noob here when it comes to actual, I don't know, sensei stuff. I don't know anything like that. I just try to go with what's the most effective and the thing that can make the most sense in my head. And then there's moments like these where I'm mostly just trying to figure out the rhythmic thing because I'm actually like getting gassed out a little bit. By the way, if anyone who hasn't like boxed or anything like the bag, before you judge me too harshly on how like less stamina I have, boxing destroys you, man. It's one of the best exercise cardio things ever, I think. But yeah, Jesus Christ, you get destroyed. But all in all, 30 minutes on the bag. Nope, that's not true. 3 minutes. 3 minutes on the bag, as much as a song or a normal song. And boom, bam, next thing. And now my favorite of all of it is the reflex bag. But I will say my reflex bag is semi-flawed. I got a cheap-ass one that didn't have a really good cord. But yeah, the whole premise is you want to, well, it's a lot. It's like it practices your reflexes so you can dip your head out of the way and stuff like that. But also, you're supposed to be connecting in a certain way, so it's rhythmic. So you double punch, basically hit and then hit with the other hand incredibly quickly, but also how to line things up when they're moving. That's a big thing, by the way. If you never use a reflex bag, it's actually amazing. If you have, one of the best things is to get someone to punch it and then hit it again, because it starts moving and no one really, it's hard to estimate where it's going to be, which is weird because you wouldn't think. Like, you know, it's moving, I could probably still hit it. No, like, especially if you hit it hard, it gets harder to hit. So it's all those things. But yeah, I love this one. It creates great cardio and all these things. But it's also one of the things I wish, now having looked at the footage, that I would have got a better angle, because goddamn, I'm trying to see like where I'm fucking up, basically, and I can't. I just see a lot of back and a lot of me bobbing and weaving. There's another, we do 2 sets of 2. So we do the bag, the reflex bag, the bag again, the reflex bag, and the rowing, which you guys will see in a moment. But yeah. Oh, holy shit, I almost completely forgot. Okay, so by the way, a little bit of music in the background. I can try to weasel around to copyright thing. But anyways, what do you call it? One of the things that I mentioned is I actually fucked up my elbow on Friday, last Friday. And I thought it was going to heal by the time it happened, which if you guys see me like cradling my arm a little, my right arm, that's what's happening. My elbow specifically, it's like a vein that's super pulled and messed up. But yeah, that's what's happening. And like I just said it, really. We're back to the bag again. 3 minutes. I'm probably gonna cut this down at this point. You guys get the gist. You know, we're just hitting this red thing, trying to work on form. Also not trying to pull anything. Trying to work on speed. Explosive power. These words. Yes. Also trying to. One of the things I'm seeing in the footage that I feel when I'm doing it is I need to work on head movement more. Because I feel like in a true fight, that's a big thing, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just going to be striking the whole time. You need to work on, like, what would you do? Like, falling back on protection. Hands up, guarding head, or at least aware for something else to come back at you. Because a lot of times, well, I mean, in this instance, I kind of get a pass because it's like cardio, right? Also, I had some shit in my mouth. Anyways, yes, it's like cardio, so you're trying to keep rhythmic speed going because you're trying to burn yourself out. But in hindsight, me wanting to get better at this kind of stuff, it's probably important. Important. Also, some of you guys are like, Grin, why is there a little tiny piece of paracord dangling on the bag? Little metal piece. Well, basically I just have it tied up there with a bunch of paracord and it just kind of is okay. But then I kept that little dangly bit there because it keeps my head away from the bag. So if I'm not getting too close, I'm trying to keep reach, because if I do hit, as you guys can see, that thing sometimes whaps around and it'll smack me in the face and or eye, blinding me, but also making sure I'm using the extent of my arm and my reach. But yes, again, all of this is me just being like, okay, so what would be a not ridiculously stupid way of doing it, which I may be doing. Again, have never went to some sort of weird dojo thing or boxing match, just self-learning, taught, whatever it is. Yes. And back to the one that I actually wanted to see, because again, I just want to see what the, if there's anything, because this one, to me, I genuinely wish I can improve. Like, I wish I could make the, I want to buy another bungee cord, basically, so it's tighter, because right now it's really quite slow in comparison to what I would hope it would be. You know what I mean? I want it to be quicker. I want it to crack me in my goddamn nose. You know, I want it to fuck me up so that I can kind of manage it. But right now, it's just kind of slow to where I've already memorized the kind of general pattern, and I'm not really gaining any more speed. And there's kind of, it's kind of weird. Like, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's moments where I'll look right at the ground, not at it, and I'll still know where it is. Not because I'm skilled or anything, just because I've done it so much that I remembered where it goes, basically. Like, I know if I hit it this way, it's gonna come this way. But yeah. But anyways, this is better. I can actually see what the hell I'm doing, so it's not just my back. So it is slightly better. And again, I'm not trying to get too close, even though I know that's the point of a reflex bag. I'm in its proximity to get hit. But I'm also trying to move out of it. So yeah, my stance is also pretty normal. It's like your front or whatever leg's forward and the other leg's back. And this is also me trying to time it. So that's why I hit it to the left, so it starts wobbling back and forth, or bobbing back and forth. Duck, duck, hit, duck, duck, hit. And then another thing that I'm not sure if anyone who's out there who's like knowledgeable about like reflex bags, is it okay to do what I'm doing there, which is I'm basically redirecting its momentum, or is that not what you're supposed to do? Is that cheating? You know what I mean? I don't know, because like theoretically, if it's a fist, I'm not sure if that's the most useful thing. I mean, I guess kinda. I mean, it depends on like how quick you are, I suppose. But anyways, yeah, I oftentimes like bounce it off my glove or like clear it just a little bit with my glove or my elbow or whatever it is. I'm not sure if that is an actual utility thing. Like a thing that can actually be used in combat scenario. I don't know. sweaty face. God in heaven, the lighting is just could be significantly better. Again, it's a basement. What do you want from me? But we're gonna be rowing now. Again, this thing kicks your ass. Out of all the things that I see people like run, what do you call it? Like they run on a treadmill, and I'm like, dude, have you ever rode? It rips, it destroys you on every, but it also doesn't feel taxing. It's weird. It's like you're doing it and you don't actually feel like it destroy you like running does. Then also I'm cranking up the resistance, by the way. Start off slow, don't want to pull anything, then we crank it up to the maximum amount, which is not that high because this one is actually fairly cheap, but just gets around the general point, so you have to do more to gain what you want, which is fine, honestly. But, yes, also you guys can see my fucking mutant feet as well. Now, I'm not sure if I'm right on this, but in order to do this properly, you're supposed to extend your legs, then your back, then your arms, right? Like bop, bop, bop. Like as if you're rowing, you know, like in a canoe or something. And ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived. Finally, this is just one act done. So this is the cardio segment completed. As you guys can see, I'm thoroughly spent. Anyways, so now we're going to move on to weight training, which how we're actually going to be doing this is I'm going to be showing you guys the first set and then the last set. So if there's like 3 sets of 5, then we're going to be doing the first set and then the third set, and that'll be it. I'll skip the second set because otherwise the video is going to be far too long. And yes. Alright, now these are, I think they're called pull-downs. The name exactly is lost on me, but I believe we're doing 90 pounds and we're doing 3 sets of 10. So again, this is me doing the first one. I feel like this is the best way to do it, with the whole showing you guys the beginning and then the end, because that way you guys just see me do it normally and then inevitably watch my body break at the third or the last. Well, not really, because I don't try to break myself, right? If I'm breaking myself, then I'm just gonna lower the weight, because I don't want to do that. I work out every day, man. I'll die. Also, this is the weird one where it actually started hurting my elbow. You know, I was telling you guys I pulled something in my elbow on Friday. Basically, it's happened. I don't know why this motion activated though, because the other ones didn't. So I don't know if it's just a weird extension of your arm. Also, guys, I need to get better camera angles and just get a fucking lamp or something, because the lighting is atrocious. Sorry, it's really bothering me. I know I'm supposed to be analyzing myself and being like, okay, the form's okay. I mean, this one seems fine, honestly. I don't know how you can really fuck this one up. You just focus on your back and shit, and you'll be fine. So I don't really think this one has too much of a failure. Now, despite that looked pretty normal, it was actually kind of hard. Like, if for whatever reason, it actually, it pulled something out of me, unfortunately. And at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to show you that it's 90. Except the camera handles light notoriously terribly, so unfortunately, you guys just see a bunch of black, but each disc is 10. I'm at 90, so it's 90 pounds. You can tell it's like okay, whatever, who cares? Don't believe me. I'm lifting feathers, it's fine. Anywho, little baby break here, just gonna be showing you guys what I drink, basically. So I have that giant water jug you guys probably seen in other videos. But I also just go with coffee, just a full cup of coffee, so 2 cups of coffee in the day, 1 in the morning, and 1 when I exercise at night, which, by the way, I always exercise at night to go to sleep better, because I have quite a bit of insomnia. But I also drink half of the cup, as you guys can see I'm pointing out there, because the other half is for the final workout part, which is the worst. You guys will see, and it's just fucking awful. Anyways, it's a drop set. It's a lot. Anyways. For me, I'm sure you could kill it. Yeah. Now, this one I actually don't know let me count the number. I just put the plates on. I just know the number of plates and increasing the plates, not actually the cumulative number. It is 90 pounds, same as what I was lifting with the pullback, or the whatever it's called. Anyways, this one is called the Pulldown Narrow Grip, right? Oh wait, no, I replaced this one with a Dumbbell Row because I hated it. So I did this instead, right? Okay, pull down is something else. No, this is a dumbbell. I don't know what this is. My brother said you can replace this with dumbbell row because it's harder on my hands with dumbbell rows. So we just do this. But yes, it's working on. It's like widening your back. It's a bunch of weirdness. But anyways, we do 5 sets of 9. It started off as 7, and I worked up to 9. But because I didn't want to change the weight. Anyways, yeah, that's 1 down, 4. Except I'll just cut to the last one. Which has a horrible story to it. What can you possibly mean, Grin? Why does it have a horrible story, you might ask? Well, here's the thing. So I just did the last one, and then it didn't record. So I was like, okay, now it's 6. And that's enough to just kill me, man. I'm a creature of habit, all right? I've been doing this for like a long time, but it's the same amount. So yes, now this is the 6th one, and you guys will see that at the end, I'm dead. Like, I can't even. I should have actually gave myself to breathe, because I literally did it a split second after I finished the 5th one. And as you guys can see, I don't even think I get the last one up. Actually, I did.
Good job, me. I didn't even think I did that. Nice. Well done. Ah, yes, this one. This one I'm actually the most terrified of because it's the one that I think I may have the worst form in. But yes, 2 20s and a 10 on each side. That adds up to 120. And I'm just saying that there's another 10 on the other side. It's me trying to do that, yeah. Also, this one is called a pull-down narrow grip. Which, by the way, right here I'm shaking. It's not because it's too heavy. It's because this goddamn shit is not letting me go fully up. So when it hit, it rumbled. So I have to extend it higher. That's what happened. Or I'm just a bitch. Whatever you want from me. Anyways, pull down to the chest. This one, I'm always worried that I float up a little bit, which I'm kind of doing, but yeah. Also, are my shoulders rolled forward? Is that what you want? I don't know. I'm probably gonna send this to my brother and be like, am I fucking up? You still have some of that knowledge of like fitness stuff, right? I'm sure he does. But you guys are like, Grin, why'd you stop? It's because my hands give out. Yeah. So basically, that's a lot of what happens with workout with me. My hands eventually give out before my arms and whatnot do, which is just per the normal. Honestly, with my hands in the situation at hand, I still kick ass though. But now I don't think I mentioned this, but we're doing 3 sets of 16. Yes. So I stop at 10 to get my bearings, and then I do the last 6. So that's what's up. That's what's happening. And yeah, this one forever now has just been pain. It doesn't feel good. I think it's because of my wrists. They're just like, also the way I have to hold it, it's like a lot of stress. But yeah, it's always shit. I've been doing this for 4 years or whatever it is, 30 years, I don't know, something like that. It's still shit. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to let it go way, way higher, like almost fully extend my arm. I don't know. I feel like you're hitting different muscles. Like you're hitting all the muscles if you do that, which I don't think I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, like you guys see, my hands give out, so I gotta like smack them, get blood back into them because I'm starting to lose feeling in them. It's not that they necessarily give out, it's just that I can't like close them almost. It's weird. It's like I was feeling numb is what happens. So if you guys see me smacking my hands or something like that, that's what's happening. I'm trying to get feeling back into them. Cause yes, 'tis a lot of weight for my little freak hand. But generally, we make it to the end with some help with my neck. I hate that. That's a bad thing. You shouldn't do that. You kink your neck. Anyways, also my hands have a callus in the red. Like I said, they give out a little bit, so they're like, ah. But next thing we're gonna showcase is my dumb ass and how much water I drink. So basically, I have this jug that's like an Under Armour jug I got for Christmas one year, but it's the size of my face, and I drink one of those a day now, and then the other half, and then like the whole thing in the span of an hour, or like 2 hours, 3 hours. It takes me like 3 hours to work out. But yeah, that's crazy. Now, again, people who may be like, I never drink water. Yeah, until you need to, until you have to, or else you'll die. But alas, that is now done, and now we're moving on to the purple, well, it's a banded row, which it started off as a purple band row, which is a really weak band. But since I've been doing this for a while, I've graduated from the purple band to the green band, and then to the actual weight itself, which I believe is 60? No, 70 weight. 75 weight, because I left one of the little weight dumbbell things on there. Don't ask. But also because I like martial arts a lot, and the way when you pull back the band to your chest, almost your right or left breast, whatever it is, it almost acts as a fist. So I also guard my head when I do that. So it's kind of this weird thing where I guard my left as well as I pull back my hand. So it's kind of like a punch or setup. Maybe lame, but it's what I do. And we do this for 4 sets, which I do at the end of this. I say 5, but it's misread. It's 4. It's 4 sets. 16 times. So 4 sets of 16. And both arms count as 1 set. Okay. I'm sorry. And again, this one is the last one, which you guys might be able to see my weak arm when I go to guard. It's not as much heart as in there because I'm dying. Actually, never mind. I just feel it. So it doesn't look like it's weird because when I'm in the moment, because I just filmed this an hour ago and I'm editing it right now, it feels worse. You know what I mean? Like in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna crumble, I'm gonna break. But on camera, looks kind of fine. Looks like I'm more or less doing what I'm doing. You can see in my face a little more. I'm having significantly less of a good time. But you know, I'll be honest. This whole video was spurred on by just a bunch of things. But one of the things was me wanting to see my form, which I just realized I'm not the guy who knows what the right form is. So I'm kind of at a loss. Also, come on, focus. Don't be a bastard. It's being a bastard. Sorry about this, guys. I mean, generally, you know what's happening. You know what's... Also, we're doing the wide-legged stance so I don't fall forward because it's a lot of weight pulling me forward. But yeah, Wow, focus. You're really not having any of it. Really? You think at this point you'd focus on something? What are you focused on? Jesus Christ. Anyway. At that point, you guys also see that I was telling you, my goddamn elbow was broke. It's aching, like something happened, like I pulled something. I don't know what it is. Next thing. Oh yeah, I filmed this just to show you guys what I do when the camera's, like when I'm like outside of the weight training. I still do the reflex bag, basically. I wonder if this angle's better. I'm trying to find one that's not shit, so you guys can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Also, goddamn, my chicken pocked arms, whatever they're called. I don't know what it's called. It's like when your arms get like this weird rash thing. Chicken skin, I don't know what it's called. That's kind of better. You can see the speed a little bit. But yes, yeah, we're just moving away. Again, this is like out of all the like cardio things I could suggest, this is definitely the number one. This one, and then rowing, and then boxing on a bag. But the reflex bag, just so much fun. You will get walloped a little bit if you're not being careful. But again, at least I think it's pretty objective, at least in anything, not even martial arts, but in anything. You start off slow and then you gain speed through great effort and time investment, not just because you happen to be good at it. But yes, so just start off slow and you won't get smashed in the face with the ball. But that's also one of those things, I don't ever cool down. So like I know some people who like sit down when they're working out. I never do that. I'm always pacing around the room or doing this. Also, because just the weird momentum of this coming back at you, it creates more of a slap feeling rather than pressure. So you end up, you guys can see now that my knuckles are red. They don't physically hurt, but they're just red, which it's weird because when you punch a bag, it's not necessarily going to happen that way because you're more compressing your bones rather than slapping your skin. It's a weird thing. Anyways, yeah, red hands, knee. Okay, well, I hate myself just a tad right now because, yeah, I missed one. It's basically just a row set, 3 sets of 8 for rows, but then this is the last one, which is hell incarnate. This is the worst part easily. It is a row drop set. So you guys will see that I pick up the weight and you do a row. So you bring it to the center of your arm, basically. You'll just see me do it. Anyways, yes, I have 35 going all the way down to 10. Now you do this, and the thing is that you don't stop. So I'm doing, I think, 7. 7 is my current amount that I do, but I do 7 for every single one. Now you don't think that it's that bad, but it burns out your muscles specifically, just the worst. I can't even put it into words. I'm having this struggle right now. But yes, it's a row. Now, this one is a bit weird for me because my hands actually have trouble gripping the weight. In fact, the one you guys will see in the next clip that my right arm is almost given out. Because I'll show you guys, but basically I can't grip the weight really well. But yes, it's a row drop set, which is just awful. Like anything that's a drop set is meant to destroy you. Like if this is at the first that you're supposed to do of your workout, don't do it. It's the worst. It's a drop set, meaning that you do as much as you can, then you drop, and then you move on to the next weight, particularly lesser. Sometimes they're higher. I don't think that's a good idea though. Yes. So eventually you get to the 10th weight. That's like 2 10-pound weights in your hands, little tiny baby things that just, well, I don't know. Those ones don't eviscerate you. The 20 is where it still burns like hell. And it's less on the first run, but yes. Also, we need a little bit of liquid courage to complete this. So yes, we actually have coffee. We drink, you know, I said we drink half the coffee in the beginning. Well, guess what? For specific things like this, we save it for the other half. But I also wait until I'm thoroughly done said set, whatever it is. So I do 3 sets of 3. So I do that 3 times. Again, cutting out the center one. I'm just showing you guys the ending result. But right around the second set, I drink my coffee because, boy, God, do I need it. But that's the problem if I don't. It ends up being like a just endless burn. Yes. Also, bash the shit out of my foot on a weight. Feels about right. Feels about right. And this is me trying to mime to you that my left hand is like thoroughly cooked, whereas my left one is fine. But yeah, specifically my forearm, because I'll show you guys right here. I'll go, come on, B, do it. Do it. I know you do it. Pick up that goddamn weight. There it is. Okay, so I pick up this weight to show you guys what the hell I'm dealing with my hands. So basically with my left one, it's big enough to where I can curl my finger around and touch. So at least I got some better grip, right? I don't have to squeeze as hard. But with this one, I don't have them connecting, and there's a little bit more give. So I have to squeeze like hell. So my right arm is basically in way more tension the whole time to hold the weight straight and properly so I'm not messing the motion up. But yes, that's why my right arm is like thoroughly dead by this whole experience. Also, sweaty palms. So yes, we wipe off our palms, we get ready for the last final strength set that we have to do, and then we are done. Except not really, because there's 3 other things, but basically this is the strength weight training. That's what it's called. Weight training portion of the set complete. So yes, we have what is it? It's chin-ups, but we don't do chin-ups. We did cardio on this Monday. And then we did the you would pull it to our chest up above, pull down basically. Then we pull forward, and then we do a pull to the chest, which from like not different grip stance basically. And then we did, what was it? Oh, then we were supposed. I didn't mention this. I fucked up, or maybe I did. I was supposed to do, and I skipped this, which is why I hate myself a little bit. I didn't show you guys that before we do this one, the drop set row, we just do 3 sets of 8 basic rows, and then we go to the drop set, which is thoroughly cooked. Which I'm kind of disappointed in myself that we skipped basically a workout. But I mean, with that being said, I did go, or try to go, more consistently with the boxing thing, because you guys are watching me and I didn't want to fail you. So I was like, let's go hard with the boxing, which it wrecks you. It wrecks you pretty bad. Also, you guys can finally see that my hands are like on the precipice of just not being able to clench anymore, and I'm like, for the love of God, please hold tight. And yes, I don't know why my one arm is, I think I mentioned it, yes, it's like the weird chicken pox on the, not chicken pox, what is it called? Chicken skin? I don't know. You got like little red dots on your arm, basically. It's not great. Yes. Come on, dude. The final set. See, I'm trying to like get feeling back into them. Anyways, yes, we do, unlike the other ones where I do 3 sets of 7, this one I do 3, or I just do the last set for 13, because I'm like, trying to burn ourselves out a little bit because we're at the end. Except not really, because there's still much more, because I'm just a freak. I want to hurt myself and all these things. Okay, well, I thought I recorded a transition part, but I guess not. Anyways, I'll explain. So essentially now we're working on my stomach. So this is just basically bonus exercise that I've been doing for 2 years now. But anyways, stomach stuff. So I work on my stomach and my legs, kicks wise, and then I do iron bone on my hands and a little bit on my legs. But yes, so basically what I'm showing you guys here is what I used to do for my stomach stuff, my core, and all these other things. So you start off with each set. So that's one pose, that's one pose. And you hold each one of these poses for a minute or 30 seconds. But I just knocked it up to a minute because it was easier to remember. Also, it gave it a little bit more challenge. But then the last one I do, I actually hold it for 2 minutes. So I changed it. I've been doing that for about 3 years, and then I changed it to this year, which I find is faster and cooks my stomach a lot more. But I might go back to this every now and again. What the hell? That sucks. Okay, so, okay, shit. Okay, so what I do is I'm working on stomach now. But I forgot to, I guess I didn't hit record on the first one. Also, it's so great that it's so unfocused. Thank you. Sorry. I got a little bit mad there. But yes, it's a stomach crunch. You guys can't see, but my feet are off the ground, basically. I'm holding myself there, and I'm bringing my knees to my chest, crunching my gut. It's an ab workout, those kinds of things, lifting your whole body weight. I find this one works my core more than the just L shape that you make, and so instead of curling your knees, you just make an L, basically. I found that one doesn't do as well on your stomach, more so your legs, though. Also, I stubbed my toe again, because fate hates me. Also, we do that for 3 sets of 16. Go team! And now, the mother load. So I think I mentioned, no, I didn't mention this at all in this video, but yes, I got this machine we're using now more or less as a birthday present, kind of. It was like a family expense, but also I wanted it, so people, yeah. Anyways, I got it, and it's for stomach. Also, by golly, the focus, thank you. Yes, so yeah, it's a stomach workout where it's a crunch, but actually it adds weight, so it's not just like doing a sit-up. It's actually a lot harder because you can increase the weight that you're pulling forward. Albeit, it's kind of weird because it sometimes, in order to do it right, you really need to focus, which is why you guys are seeing my eyes close and my veins in my face pop out. It's because I'm trying to focus on making sure that it's just my core that's being used, and I'm not using like my legs to pull myself forward, because you guys can't see, but I'm buckled in almost. And yeah, Jesus, got a lot of red face going on there. But yeah, I do this for 3 sets of 13, give or take 14, 15, how I'm feeling. But for this time, I was so burnt out, so I went for 13. So yeah, 3 sets of 13 of that. Here's the last one. And last but not least, time for leg hardening and all these bullshit. Alright, let's go. Also, thank you for ignoring just the nonsense in the background. Also, don't worry about the iPad podcast to the right, nor the freaky dolls. Don't ask. Okay. It's a basement. People sleep here sometimes. Anyways, so it's kicking time. So basically, I do 10 kicks of every kick that I know and can do within enough confidence to not hurt myself and or yeah. Also, you see that pole that's super close to the bag? I fear every single time I kick that I'm going to hit that and break my foot into very, very many broken pieces. So, yes. Also, for this, it's a mixture of me trying to go for iron bone, which means I'm trying to hit it with force, enough force to actually feel it. But I'm also trying to keep my form, so I'm not just going renegade, smacking the shit out of it without any rhyme or reason. Also, I do this with every foot, so I do 10 on that foot, 10 on the other foot. Bang, bang. Yes. Also, because I'm terrified of breaking my foot on that middle part, I don't overextend, which also means I sometimes hit it with my toes. Which you're probably like, Grin, that sounds like the most painful thing ever. It's not great. It's super not great. Yeah. Might be some damage actually happening. Which, by the way, what you guys are about to see, this whole clip and snippet, is me kind of doing iron bone. Which, by the way, as soon as I probably hit, give or take 28. I'm 22, I think, right now. I think. Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know that, but yeah. I'm probably gonna stop when I get to 26 or 28, around there, because I figure right now I'm still in what do you call it? Your body heals at a pretty good rate, time zone or time area. But as soon as I probably get to 28, I'm probably gonna start working on conservation, I guess, of my joints and stuff like that, and really trying to make that good. Also, fun fact, with I can kick significantly better with my right foot than my left foot. Reason why is because when I was a wee lad in elementary school, I did a long jump and then landed on my legs straight, which cracked my knee bone, which wasn't great, but I was in a cast for a long time, and it was like a fully extended leg cast. So yeah, I basically can bend that leg really well and touch my foot on my right leg, but if I go on my left leg to touch my foot, it hurts like hell and I can't really do it. I can do it, but it's gonna cause a lot of pain. It doesn't feel comfortable, which is hence why I have more flexibility with my right leg, aka I can kick better with it. Anyways, we're doing side kicks to the body, and now we are moving on to side kicks to the legs. So basically like a leg sweep or a leg kick, which I hear is the worst when you actually received. In terms of fighting, you get hit with one of these, you're gonna just wish you were gonna die. Also, again, another hazard. Cause this is I didn't even mention my ghetto bag. Wow. Yes, I just duct tape two Everlast bags together. Listen, man, you make the best with what you got. Okay? Also, I didn't even mention that. Yes, my reflex bag is duct taped together because I bought a really cheap one. So the inside bag popped in the first week. So then I just went to the store and bought a volleyball, filled it up, taped that, and then stuck it in, and I just hit that, which is a little bit harder anyway, so it works for iron bone, I guess, or just is damaging my hands. I don't know, but we make the best with what we have, guys. But yeah, we're doing leg kicks, which by the way are painful, especially right now because I haven't done them, and again, my left leg is super bad at kicking. As you guys can see there, I'm kind of cradling it a little bit. And yeah, my left leg is way behind my right leg, because I've always kicked with my right leg, but then I was like, let's be ambidextrous, so let's kick with my left one. And yeah, I'm like, ow, do a twirl, because the pain, it hurts so much. Anyways, what am I doing next? What was happening? All right, this one is I'm actually pretty confident in it, and I feel like it'll just do you in, but it's a knee kick. So you chop directly at a person's knee in the hopes that it bends the other way and breaks. It's very brutal, and or just hurts like hell. But it's with I don't know. I think it's supposed to be with the top of your foot, not like your toes, but where your toes and your foot kind of meet, and there's that chunk of flesh, that like a meat that you can hit with. But yeah, that's what I'm practicing right now, and I'm trying to go for speed because that's what you want, because it's, I don't know. Also, I'm trying to do other things with it, like maybe if you were to kind of drop and then twist and then fly out, maybe that would be better, and you hit with your heel rather than in the palm of your foot, kind of being able to leverage more power, because you're not going to be, kind of almost breaking your toes or having a higher chance of hitting your toes. But yes, I'm a cheap man, so again, 2 duct tape Everlast bags together. Because, you know, I wanted to do the leg kicks. Yeah, definitely stronger with my right leg. Just seeing it just seems like I'm kind of just... Then again, my stance is my left leg's at the back, so there's no wonder it takes an eon to get to the front. Anyways. But again, it's trying to keep my center of mass at center, not overextending, because if I overextend it, I miss. If you miss a leg kick and you overextend, the person's just going to be basically running into that human being, which is something I want to also practice. Out of all the things that I want to go into, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jiu-Jitsu in general, and then maybe even, what is it? God damn it. Oh, Doge, I don't know what it's called. Judo! Judo is what it was called, yes. Judo is also one of those things which I also want to do because it's all about grappling and whatnot, but that I actually want to be taught. Like, I don't want to, like, I want someone to be like, okay, because it's all about grappling and grabbing people and shit. And again, this one we're doing back kicks. And then we're even going to try to do a spinning back kick, which that one's I'm very iffy on. Like, I got it, but I don't got it well. You know what I mean? Like, I can make it happen, but I always fall forward. Like, that's not what you want to do when you're kicking. You want to keep your center of gravity, like I was mentioning, because if you don't, then you're going to be running into that person, which in some cases, maybe that could offer some sort of value. If you're just really just trying to get on top of them. But like, it makes sense if you had a background in grappling. So you're trying to get on top of them as fast as you can. And that may be a way you do it, by like kicking, and then that momentum carries you forward and you can grab them. So maybe, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm sticking to like ranged strikes and kicks and whatnot. Because that's what I can do right now. Because I'm not even sure if we have a Brazilian or just a jiu-jitsu person in town that I can learn that from. And or if I'm ready to just communicate with a bunch of people and get just a bunch of beat up, really. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this, I'll be honest. But yes, so the first part was iron bone, which by the way, looking at it in hindsight, it doesn't look like I'm hitting it hard from the iron bone standpoint. Also, I almost failed Nate shit. But yeah, it actually does hurt a lot. Like, I'm not sure, it doesn't really show. It almost looks like I'm going easy on myself, but it fucking hurts, man. Especially with the, like, you don't realize that gravity pulls all of the sand to the bag to the bottom, so it's extra hard on the bottom. So it's bad. And now fist iron bone. So yeah, I'm not sure if I guess I'll leave it in. This video is already long at this point. Kind of just, I'm like, all right, if you want to sit through this, then you're an angel. But yes, this is going to be iron bone on my hand. So again, I'm trying to switch up between going from the center to like bottom and then lower, because again, like I said, all the sand kind of accumulates at the bottom. And again, this is less of me trying to create rhythm and more about me just trying to create impact on my hand so it compresses the bone. And yeah, this is me doing a hook hit consistently. Again, it's not necessarily about me, what do you call it, creating rhythm or anything like that, or creating consistency or creating an opening, so much as me trying to harden my hands so that when I punch, I can actually punch and it not just feel like a shredding pain throughout your hand. And last, my right hand. Except, as you guys can see here, we're trying to hit the palm. Now, the reason why I use my palm, I'm trying to show you guys right here, is that I can't close my finger. That one I can close and like impact on my skin, whereas this one has that gap. So when I go to punch, it could break my fingers if I use an actual punch on that one. If I don't have a glove. Glove kind of helps me kind of get past that bit, because it actually gives you some meat to hold. So this one, I'm just trying to use speed and then palm. So I'm just trying to strengthen my palm. Again, hitting the middle, and then eventually with the palm specifically, we're going to drop down because we can actually hit something harder with that. And harder isn't necessarily good for iron bone, at least from my research. It's more about the compression of a bone, not the crack and that's but crumble too. It's hard. It's because you don't want to, if you go punch a rock, you're just going to break your goddamn hand. You want to create force and compression on your knuckle or your bone. And crumble it a bit. So it needs to be hard, but also have give. So if it doesn't have enough give, it'll just create a shock and it'll crack your bone. It's weird. it's a bit brutal, honestly. But yes, I'm just trying to create the speed and hitting the palm, because your palm is actually pretty good, like meaty wise. It's not gonna get that damaged. And that's me being like, I'm done. It hurts, and wham. Ah, yes, I'm pointing at the last thing we have to do, which is my lower back, because my actual lower back is very weak. So now I have added another thing on top of my workout, which first it was the stomach stuff, then it was the iron bone, then it was the kicks, And then it was the other stuff. Although there's my red feet, my very fucked up, veiny red feet. I'm showing you guys why it's all messed up. Because I thought I wouldn't be able to explain it in editing. Also, fun fact, when I first started doing iron bone on my fist, my whole knuckles were black, like just black, because your blood vessel actually get broken. But because I've been doing it for so long, the body is kind of amazing and adapts. Also, for the love of God, it won't focus. But you can see it. There it is for a minute. You guys can see it. It's just kind of red. Also, goddamn, I got the hiccups. But yes, your body will adapt, and it will no longer become that kind of bruised flesh. It'll kind of just harden up like leather. Weird, wild, craziness. Moving on. Also, by the way, we're just doing what do you call it? It helps your lower back. Oh god, I'm like hiccups. Yeah, so it helps your lower back. You just grab a weight, pull at your chest, and bend upwards. Also, you can really see how fucking red my feet are. Goddamn. Anyways, the other thing, I got hiccups, guys, so if you're wondering why I'm sounding weird, that's why. But you guys will see that I'm actually having a real hard time with this. And actually, not really. You can't really see the majority of my body. But yes, I'm having a really hard time with this because the person, whether my mom or dad, actually used this before me. So they lowered it, which is weird because they never really use this one. But yeah, it's supposed to be way higher. Like I'm having to do a lot more work with my hip basically because it's hanging off, which is not what you want. God, these fucking hiccups are the worst. I'll be honest, guys. At this point, I am there. I am at that place where I am in bad company. I am ready to be done. To be honest, I think it's because I went very, like I usually try to pace myself when the boxing and the reflex peg come into play. But because I was like, you know what? I don't want to half-ass this. I want to make sure people know that I'm like, I like this a lot and I'm pretty serious about doing it. I wanted to go a little bit more, but that ended up burning myself out quite a bit. But yes, this is it. Did I mention how much we do these for? I do 3 sets of 13. Yeah, so that's why I'm also kind of like, ugh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was my shit-eating grin because I finished it, I got through it, and hopefully it was okay. One of the things that I am pretty sketched out about, though, is I wasn't really messing around with angles, so I'm hoping that you guys can see everything. I realize sometimes I was cropped out, but I don't know. Hopefully I get better with it throughout the entire course. But yeah, also I want to try to pivot, so I think I'll do 2 sets. So this week we have basically 5 videos that potentially could be made. And I want to do 1 week where I'm just strictly doing cardio, which shouldn't actually be anything different, but yeah, it should just be cardio for 1 whole week and I'll be dead. I'll be so fucking destroyed, but hopefully it all works out. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button above me, 2 videos from the right. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys also exercise in. Not in, like you're wearing, but like in what do you do? Anyways, thank you so much for watching as always, and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.